All right, guys, let's start the stream.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning.
Guys, we are celebrating tonight a successful Kickstarter. I'm very happy with this one, guys. So tonight we're going to celebrate, have a silly goose time, maybe play some games, maybe just chat, maybe come up with something new. Who knows?
If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply is always in the man. The throne is mine, take that. It ain't a high five, got the upper hand. I'm too real, can't fake that. Who you know putting fear in them like this? You a vampire, still suck.
A valiant, I think it was like a 25-day campaign. We are now at 42 minutes left for Super Plumber Sisters 1 and 2.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
Enough of this music.
You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. I came this far,
all right.
Can't stop me now.
All right. Fantastic. I don't know how many people are going to show up for the stream tonight. It's Friday. Like normally we don't do Friday shows. Typically I really only do Monday one, but lately what I've been using this channel for is just like, if I'm working, let me just like stream it. Then you guys can really see like, hey, Tyler's actually working on his comics. He's always saying that he's working on his comics. Well, now you guys can see that I actually am working on the comics. But I'm super excited. I'm super excited about this campaign. I'm super excited about the comic in general. This is it's crazy that this book went from like being a really horrible like supernatural ripoff to then being a parody that people actually want to read. When I first made this concept of the story, what happened was it was about two brothers and they were going to solve supernatural crimes around their city. And the focus was on their relationship with each other. And I remember sharing it to some of my friends and they were like, this sucks. This is a horrible pitch. No one wants to read this. And so I kind of shelved it. And then a couple, like a year later, I kind of went back to it, changed a few things, showed my friends, and they were like, yeah, this still sucks. Like this still is, it's just really dark. It's not fun. And if I want to experience this kind of story, I'm just going to watch the show Supernatural. So I'm like, okay, fair. Anyways, I completely shelve it. Well, after the success of My Sexy Witch Academia, there was people on the Kickstarters in my threads on Twitter, because I did a thread about how I created My Sexy Witch Academia and used like the algorithm in my favor. And Neff from Global Frequency, he says Tyler could have put like, I don't know, done like a Super Mario parody or something, and it would have gotten funded. And I don't know why that comment bothered me so much, but it was like 3 a.m. one morning. I'm rocking my kid because he's the worst sleeper, and I'm like thinking about that comment, and I was like, what if I took the story that I had with the brothers, turn them into sisters, animate it, made it more like anime. And I was like, okay, now, and then the thought of like the Super Mario, okay, then what if I make them like Super Mario? I have like the red and the green. Okay, now they're okay, what if We had like Super Mario and Luigi, and they were girls, and they had a plumbing business, but they really were solving supernatural crimes in the city. And then I was like, you know what? That sounds really dumb. I don't think it's going to work. So what I did was I literally scribbled like a doodle, and I sent it to this artist named Prayogaz, and he's worked with me a bunch. And I said, hey, can you just like draw this? And he's like, yeah. I was like, thank you. And 2 weeks later, he sends me back the artwork, and I'm like, okay, I know what we're doing. We are doing this comic. And I throw it out on social media. It gets a ton of hits. And I was like, boom, now I know what we're doing. We are doing this comic. And I was like, I'm going to launch it on this day. I'm going to launch it on this Wednesday. And the Tuesday before I launched, I got bored in the morning, made a tweet, got canceled, and lost my publisher. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to use this moment for marketing to launch this book. And you guys are going to see all the books I've backed. View all. And that's how we ended up with Super Plumber Sisters 1. So this was the initial. Let's see if I can find it. If I put it on here. I don't know if I did. So this right here was the initial illustration that Prayogaz did that I was like, okay, I need this. I need this. But yeah, no. Now here we are. It's super fun. Let's okay, now we've got people in the chat, jeez. Tyler, 12,000. Looks like I owe you a free digital comic. Ew. No, I'm excited. Griffith, if Nintendo finds out about the fan-made animation or even comic or whatever, yes, it can be met from Nintendo's lawyers with a cease and desist. Not mentioning who or what it was, but someone's fan comic was met with one of these, causing the artist to have to change the whole perspective with the new book, using generic creatures instead of Pokemon. Might just send this clip of you admitting to rip off Mario and Luigi to Nintendo of America illegal. Watch them sue you into oblivion. Wow, Griffith, you sound like a dick. It's a parody, by the way. There's literally, it's a parody. Do you see anything, by the way, that resembles like Mario and Luigi besides the colors red, green, and the overalls? Does Mario and Luigi carry a massive wrench? Do they fight ghosts? You know, here's the thing. You have to be able to, in order for them to sue, someone has to be able to look at this and go, that's Mario and that's Luigi. So nice try. And also, Griffith, can I send you like a link to come onto the show? Because I found out that for the last 2 or 3 weeks, you've been very angry with me. And I'm very curious what I've done to piss you off as a creator. What have I done to you that has made you so mad? I'm genuinely curious. I would love to know because yes, my music in my draw streams can be kind of loud. I'm unable to monitor it because I don't have the system to do that. But I'm genuinely curious why. Excuse me, drama-free Tyler, but that doesn't sound drama-free. That's true. Well, that's true. Well, no, I'm wondering why someone has drama with me per se. Maybe that's a better thing. I'm wondering why someone has drama with me. It's if I have wronged you, Griffith, I'd love to know, and maybe I can make it right. I'd love to make it right. Maybe to make it right, I need to get you a free comic or something. His name is Griffith. I am going to report him to the Family Guy, his ripoff. Or Griffith from oh my gosh. Berserk. Oh. No, guys, but in all honesty, I'm genuinely happy with how things are going. I'm very excited about this campaign. I'm really grateful for how it's ending. 500 backers, like, it's a lot of backers. That's a lot of people, and I appreciate it. Is Berserk one of those anime books? Yeah, it's one of those anime books. It's one of those like very like well esteemed anime books. Like one of those ones where people are like it's considered like one of the greatest. I'm not gonna lie though. I've never finished. Berserk. Honestly, I never have. It was very violent for me. I don't know anything about that. Let's throw up Berserk. Berserk. Berserk, by the way, like whenever like people who are unfamiliar with manga, they think of manga and they're like, oh, like big eyes, cute girls, like very chill line art. All you have to do is show them like a panel from Berserk and it's game over with that entire argument. Like, this is incredible art. Is there a wiki where I can read to get a full breakdown? For those of you who didn't know, Travis, he doesn't read manga, but he reads their wikis. So according to Travis, Death Note is the best manga. He's never read it. But he's read the Wikipedia, and he knows from the Wikipedia that it's good. I know the name of the main character's look, but that's where my knowledge of Berserk ends. Like, I had a hard time, honestly, at like the very beginning, because like the very first, I think, page is him like having sex with like some demon, and I was like, what is this? This is what am I freaking reading? And everyone's like, no, don't worry, like it gets good. And I think I just struggled with how like, and it's obviously the reason why it's so popular, but like I had trouble with how dark Berserk was. And I understand that that's a theme, that's part of it. Like that's like, it's the experience of reading Berserk, but man, was it like dark. Like, let's go Berserk manga panels. Like the detail in this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Is anyone still reading after Kento Mira died? I know that his best friend took up the responsibility of finishing the series. Have any of you guys caught up with it? Are you guys following it? And if you are, like, what's it like? Can you tell there's a difference? Can you tell there's a difference? Are you just like disappointed in it, or is he doing a good job with it? Dandadan art is really good too. My favorite of the last year, dude. I'm probably gonna start reading Dandadan. That's probably my next Dandadan. That's probably my next manga I read. What's a better way to start than bust one in some? Dandadan. What I've loved about hearing about Dandadan is just how crazy it is. Like every chapter, it seems like there's just something new and weird that's gonna happen. I'm curious how this is Dandadan right here. We went from, oh, that's so small. You have like a kaiju monster. You have a kaiju monster battle. You have them fighting a bunch of clowns. It's the wackiest of premises. It's honestly like the wackiest of premises, but I hear that it's so fun. Did we scare Griffith away? Nah, he's currently trying to figure out how to clip this so that he can send it to Nintendo. I mean, good luck. Honestly, like, good luck. Last time I checked, Nintendo doesn't own the colors red, green, and plumbers. So, good luck. I don't think you can send videos via Switch. That's funny. He went to go fight the giant kitchen. That works. Death Note is peak of peak. I've never read Death Note, so maybe I need to do what Travis did and just read the Wikipedia. Nintendo is suing Christmas. There you go. Like, how to be protected from parody. So you go like, parody often serves as a criticism or commentary on the original work, the artist who created, or something otherwise connected to the work. In the United States, parody is protected by the First Amendment as a form of expression. However, since parodies rely heavily on the original work, parodists rely on the fair use exception to combat claims of copyright infringement. The fair use exception is governed by the factors enumerated by Section 107, blah, blah, blah. The purpose and character of the use, the nature of the original work, and the amount and substantiality of the original work used. So, and the effect on the market value of the original work. This is the big key right there. The effect on the market value of the original work. So people need to guys, I knew all of this before I did this. I'm not dumb. I took several First Amendment law classes. When you're studying to be a journalist, you've got to know the First Amendment back of your hand in all the court cases. Someone has to be able to look at this and go, is this Mario and Luigi from Nintendo? And then you go, okay, well, they're girls, so it can't be Mario and Luigi, so I'm protected. And then, is this affecting Nintendo sales? Absolutely freaking not. And then the amount of the original work used. I'm not copying any storyline of Mario. If anything, like I said, I took the colors, red and green, and gave them overalls and their plumbers. Mario doesn't have massive wrenches. So once again, go for it. They don't fight massive supernatural amoebas. There's no guy named Alfredo. So, yeah, have fun with that, Vincent. You fucking loser. All right. Never call for a plumber on Christmas. Nintendo will go full Grinch. There you go. Chicken, Tyler, not kitchen. You're like so tired, aren't you? I am pretty tired. I just looked at the Berserk wiki. I was overwhelmed. Dude, it has no one was super before. You still super. Oh. I did sell super. Oh. This is 25 minutes to go, peeps. I should probably put this link in the chat. If you haven't backed yet, you've got 25 minutes left to go. I honestly think that this is where we're going to be ending it, honestly. Maybe we'll get, one or two backers left, but yeah, I think this is where we're going to go. All plumbers are owned by Nintendo, I guess. Yeah, there's I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't know what is going on. I kind of want to bring Travis on to talk about this, except if I bring Travis on, I'm going to ruin my StreamYard. But Travis is like the best person to ruin my StreamYard with. But like the indie scene is wild right now. It is wild. Every faction that is quote unquote happening in the indie scene is literally blowing up. People are going at each other's literal throats. And I thought maybe it's only going on in the CG side versus Eric July side. But then I went on to I've got another Twitter account which has all the people that quote unquote blocked me. And people are fighting there as well. Not only are people fighting there, but they're also trying to get other people canceled. Creators versus creators. It was creators versus YouTube podcasters at one point, which was wild. It's nuts. It is nuts. I don't know if this is because it's an election year and at the end of the year everyone's just going to be buddy, or if this means that the next 4 years it's going to be whack. I don't know. I honestly I don't know, but things are getting crazy. Things are getting crazy. Right now for me, let me pull this up. Right now for me, I'm trying to figure out something. Cause I was at work and I'm talking with this guy. We Fighting Tyler, put him up. What the heck are we doing for this special stream? I don't know. We're either gonna figure out something, or we're either gonna figure out something, or I don't know. We might play some stupid freaking games. I don't know. We got Solid in the house. Real quick though, I was talking to this guy named Mauricio, and he was showing me his YouTube channel, and he was like, "Can I see yours?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How do you have 7,000 subscribers but you only have 9 videos?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I deleted most of them. I've deleted 99% of them." He's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Well, they don't really represent what I want to do on this channel, and I'm probably just going to start another channel." And he's like, "Okay, well, why are you going to do that?" And it's like, "Oh, just, kind of a clean slate." And really it's just to everything that I'm doing right now, the stakes in my mind used to be so high. For the I've been saying this for a while, but for the last 8 years, it was do or die for me, how I want to make comics. I really wanted this. Every decision was so crucial. And now at this point, it's let's just make comics and have a silly goose time, and what happens. As long as I can at least break even or make some profit on the book, we're Gucci. We're Gucci. For this book, I wasn't expecting it, but I've now hit profitability on this book, because this book was going to pay for Super Plumber Sisters 3. It was going to then also pay for Sexy Witch. It was also then going to pay for Bullet Assassin 2. And I was like, okay, well then that's that. But because we've hit a certain threshold, I'm like, oh, now I get to keep a little bit of this for profit. And that excites me. I want to show you guys this real quick. So this right here is a spreadsheet that I keep of all the sales of my books on Kickstarter. So right here, this book, My Life is RPG. And by the way, I still need to update the Bullet Assassin numbers. I haven't put that campaign in yet. But this book alone has sold 50 copies on Kickstarter. But I've never done a Kickstarter on it. Just this book alone, just through add-ons, I've sold 50 copies of this book. Same with Chefs. I haven't really put it in any of my add-ons lately, but I sold 27 copies. Just by putting it in my add-ons. So for me, I'm like, you know what? If I can just make a simple book, and I can throw it, maybe do a print run of 100, and then just throw it in my add-on section, eventually we'll sell through it, and then we can do a new print run. Coins of Judas is right here. And this is just Kickstarter. These are just my Kickstarters. So I've sold 10 Coins of Judas one on this campaign only, and then I was scared that I wasn't going to have enough of my exclusive. But I actually last night bagged and boarded all my bundles because I'm now going to start selling them in bundles, and it's just going to be a random issue 1, issue 2 cover bundle. So probably expect to see those in my add-ons and in my store, and I'm hoping to sell all of those. I thought you were only level 2. How can you profit? By the way, let me tell you guys the origin of that joke, because I've heard those who were there completely misrepresent the origin of that joke. So I was on stream with Larry and like some other people, and they were asking like, why do you think there's all this hubbub about like Eric July, and why are so many indie creators getting mad? And I went, okay, maybe let's look at it like this. And I was trying to paint a metaphorical picture, something that I don't actually believe in. It was just, let's use it as a metaphor. Whereas let's say that all creators are at level 1, and then there's this huge gap, and then we see like Eric July and Ethan Van Sciver as like level 5. And we feel that because they are lower than us, they should be helping us succeed into all these other things. And so I was trying to just paint this metaphor of just like the divide that people feel. Like the creator who's only doing like $1,000 on Kickstarter is like, oh, I hate this Eric July guy because he's doing $1 million, but he did his first book and made $1 million, but I did my first book and just did 1,000. It's not fair. And so I was just trying to equate like the divide in terms of how people might see it. So then Larry went, we're all like level 1. And then I just jokingly went, yeah, but like I'm level 2. And for some reason that freaking stuck. Which is fine. It's a funny joke, but it was just a joke. Like I don't actually think of myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm better than everyone. It was just a snarky, well, I'm level 2. So it doesn't matter. It was fun regardless. I think you were at least level 3 or 4. There is no levels. That's what I'm trying to say is there's no levels. I don't know. Are there levels? Travis, do you think that there are levels? I will say this. In terms of like, I don't think there's actual levels, guys. I grabbed some of the other books as add-ons on this campaign. It's a good idea and a great deal. Hey, thank you so much. You still make money off of Coins of Judas. I thought you got kicked from it. Well, I've got, I have copies of the book. Like I have my own copies that I have. So like I can sell those and make profit on it. And then I'm still a creator of the book. So I still get royalties. Off of the work that I did. So for example, they're reprinting issues 1 and 2 right now, and they're going to throw them into Diamond. And if those make a profit, then I can get some royalties. When they do a Kickstarter, I'll, probably get a little bit. I'll probably get some of that. And then Travis was super nice to talk with Band of Bards, and I was able to do a cover for the next arc, and I got paid for that. So yeah. Here's the thing: I didn't get kicked off the book. I stepped away from the book in order so that the team, who are my friends, could keep the book. I still seen all the pages. I've still seen all the messages. I did leave the group just because there was no point in me being in there anymore. But I have zero hard feelings to anyone on that team. It was just a really shitty situation. But I'm still really good friends with Travis. We still talk every single week. So yeah, there he goes. Yeah, there right there. He says it. Vincent, he is still a creator of the book. Yeah. So I have no ill will towards Coins of Judas. I think the only the only sad thing that I have about Coins of Judas is that the story is that I felt like the issue 3 that we did, well, it's technically issue 1, Coins of Judas the Gambler. I honestly felt that was some of the best comic storytelling that I had ever done. And it's just a real shame that they weren't able to use it because I was on the book. And then I was really sad that because I got kicked off the book, Travis had this really, really cool double page spread where the characters were going to be fighting all these bad guys in the casino. So it was just going to be this double page spread, and you just see all the creators, all the characters like kicking ass throughout the levels, kind of like that famous Nightwing spread. So I was really excited to do a page like that. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen, but still, I got no ill will over Coins of Judas. It's a fantastic book. Travis, I think there are levels for a while, but then I think it just splits depending on what you want. Me going to Marvel or DC is my max level. However, other people make 50K on Kickstarter is pro. Yeah, everyone's going to be different. I want to freaking fix this chat. I want it to go higher. Hold on real quick. You're just going to see like it messing around. Crop top. Nope, I don't want to crop it. Let's see. Okay, so if it's a lower number. There we go. There we go. See, that wasn't that hard. In terms of like the levels though. Huh? What happened? Why were you canceled? Oh man, long story short, during the hashtag comics broke me era, I made a tweet about hashtag comics broke me. A shit ton of people got offended. And then a lot of creators from the publisher that I was at got pissed. They attacked us publicly, and then it kind of forced the publisher's hand, and then they gave me a call. And they were like, hey, we're going to cancel your book. And I didn't want the book to get canceled because then all my friends were going to get canceled. And it kind of defeated the purpose of the hashtag comics broke me thing. And so I asked the publisher, I was like, hey, if I leave the book, will you guys still publish the book if they get a new artist? They said yes. So I walked away from the book. So this right here, guys. Also, how much time do we have? We have 11 more minutes. Let's put this right here. So this right here is these are the stats. These are the stats for comics. So out of, gosh dang it, let's put this in an Excel sheet. Jeez. What the F? Come on. Copy. Paste. There we go. Okay. 1,000. Okay, this is 1,000. This is 1,000. This is I could just show the screen, but I don't want to. This is less than 1,000. This is 1,000 to 9,999. This is 10K to, this is what the frick? 1,000, 9,000. This is 10K to 20K. 10K to 20K. This is 20K to 30K. Sorry, to 90K. Jeez Louise. All these numbers are completely wrong. It's okay, I can fix it. 100K to 999K, and then a million. Just put this right here. Total. So out of all the total projects, 17,731, 2,000 of them made less than 1,000, and these are only the successfully published ones, because if there's 17,000 successful crowdfunded stuff in comics, there is 8,970 unsuccessful projects, comics. So like, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. Travis, I'll come on next week and we can talk about it. I would love to talk about Coins of Juice and my Kickstarter Voodoo Nations. I want to talk about when publishing books gets hard, and I would love to do that with you. By the way, this chart you were putting up is the levels. All right, there we go. Yeah, Travis, hit me up. I might have a guest on Monday, but we can maybe do like a Wednesday show, or my guest canceled on Monday. I'll let you know. But yes, let's absolutely freaking do that stream. But so like right here, I don't know. Is this like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't know. Are these the levels? But you have people. So you have less than 1,000 people. So you have 2,000 people make less than $1,000 on comics Kickstarter. Then in the 1,000 to 9,999 range, you have 11,000 people. Gosh, I'd love to. Man, if I was good at math, we would get the percentages. All right. Should we do math? I hate math. Let's just see if I can do it first. And if I can't do it, we're going to give up. So let's go. Oh, frick my life. So if I go 11161 divided by 17,731 equals that. Okay, so that's 62%. 62%. It's actually 63%. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this math real quick because this is interesting. 2018 divided by 17,731. That is 11%. Gosh, dang it. Come on. 11%. You have 2248 divided by 17,731 is 13%. I'm rounding up, by the way. 1993, my birth year. 17,731. Oh wow, 11%. 306 divided by 17,731. That's 2%. And then you have 5 divided by 17,731. Geez. Okay. Okay. So this is, real quick, where are we at? If I have 5 more minutes, there we go. All right, so like this right here. Yeah, no, not more numbers. This guy always pulls the Asian card, but can't do quick math. Dude, I cannot, dude. I am horrible at math. My math level is that of less than junior high. It's a miracle. Like a miracle happened that made it so I could graduate college. And that's a whole other story that's boring. But yeah, I have very bad math skills. Mostly because I just wasn't taught. But I swear if these creators learn to focus their work and not their Twitter accounts, they might actually get their books done and question less why they're not succeeding like crybabies. There you go, Ichthus, man. So this is what's crazy. Is you have a better chance. This is like where this is where you are going to land. Most creators are going to land. Like this is where most creators are going to land. And this is 19,999. So like most creators are going to land right here. And by the way, like that should be really comforting. That should be honestly really comforting that you are more likely to be in the 1,000 to 9,999 range than you are less than 1,000. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic, honestly. I need more water. So when like there was like a big thing I remember like last year where a lot of people were basically like, they were always like, I've got to hit that 10K. I got to break that 10K. Like, I'm not a creator unless I hit a 10K. I've had creators literally message me saying, stop giving advice until you hit 6 figures. And I'm like, where's the rule that says I can't give advice unless I hit 6 figures? And they're like, if you don't hit 6 figures, you're nothing. And I went to that creator and I was like, okay, well, that rule's made up by you. Therefore, in order to abide by the rule that you have created, you would not be able to give advice, even though you do on the regular. You just don't like the advice that I give. So kindly shut the fuck up. But there's this big thing in the community where it's like, you're nothing if you don't hit 10K. You're nothing if you don't hit 30K. You're nothing if you don't. It's like, if you look at these numbers, majority of people are going to hit in this range. That's just the reality of it. And so what's comforting to know, though, is that there is the ability to move up and go to like, to move up and do stuff. But it's nice to know that as even like a first time creator, that you are more likely to be in this range with these other 11,000 people than you are with the 2,000 who raised less than 1,000, which is fantastic. And look, see, you could put out your very first project and become level 2. I hate this level thing, by the way. I think Blight Blazer, bad Tyler. No give advice. I know. Ichthus, Tyler, don't bring Travis Gibb on. He will persuade your audience with the amazing books he has. They may end up throwing money for more books. That's not good. Yeah, we don't want anyone to back Travis Gibb's books, even though they are like some of the best and most creative in the indie scene. Oh, I have a minute left, apparently. We got 88 seconds to go. So we're going to switch the screen to this. And what's cool about this is that, like, you can fluctuate. You can fluctuate. I've hit level 4 before. I was in level 4. I've tasted level 4 before. And I'm trying to taste it again. No, I'm you know what I always say? I'm always just happy whenever we break even. That's what always excites me. I'm like, oh yeah, we broke even. That's exciting to me. I'm always happy that we hit 1,000. I'm like, oh, we hit 1,000. There we go. Yeah, not much movement on that Marvel front, but I send them shit. Just embrace the levels and meme on it at this point. Yeah, if anything, then if we're gonna use these Kickstarter metrics, So Travis, with these Kickstarter metrics. Oh, hold on. Okay, before I ask the question, I just gotta look at this. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. There we go. And there we have it. There we have it. Guys. Thank you guys so much for another freaking successful campaign. Now we've got to make the book. No, I love it. There we go. Now, if only Kickstarter would let me launch my next one. They're being dicks right now. But thank you. Thank you guys so much. I seriously appreciate it. If my voice wasn't like going, I'd probably do some crazy stuff. But like, we've done a lot of drawing and talking this week. So question, how did it do compared to your expectations? You saw it says, hey, yay, I'm poor. I remember I messaged Frank Martin on his last campaign. I was like, hey, You took my money this afternoon. The F when his campaign fulfilled. How did it do compared to your expectations? So, the Professor Hateen on Twitter actually asked me this. Because I had some people I heard some people were like Tyler, like, you must be so disappointed right now. I'm like, why? And they're like, Super Plumber Sisters 1, it hit $20,000, $20,000, 675 backers. Like, you must feel like it's not doing well. And I was like, actually, it's doing what it should be doing, and this is why. You see, I look at the data. There's some creators who don't think data is important. They don't think looking at data is important, collecting data is good, or analyzing data. But data is king. Data helps you understand understand things beyond the surface level. So when I look at the data of Super Plumber Sisters, the data tells me that over 70%. Actually, you know what? Before I bring this up, let me just for accuracy's sake, Super Plumber Sisters. Perfect. Okay. Oh, dude, I was right on. Okay. So, the data tells me that out of the 675 backers that I had on Super Plumber Sisters, the data tells me that 70% of those people were new backers. They had never, ever backed a single project of mine before. So now I have 400 people who are like, who is this Tyler? What are all these books? And I'm not just some new creator they're backing some person's first time book. No, I've got a library. So they're getting Super Plumber Sisters. But then now they see the add-ons. They're getting Girl with the Mega Fist 1, 2, 3, Demons, Entity, My Life is RPG. And so the average pledge on Super Plumber Sisters was $30. The average backer on Super Plumber Sisters 2 is 15. Why? Because the majority of people who came back and returned from Super Plumber Sisters 1, they already had all of these add-ons. There was no need for them to make a bigger pledge than what they needed to. They went and they got the second book that they needed, and they're like, sweet. Yep, we're done. That's all we needed. So the average pledge was $15. The new backers that I got for Super Plumber 2, those are the backers that all had add-ons. The majority of the new backers for this campaign bought add-ons. So here's the thing. Now, because I run all of these different Kickstarters, I don't know if I don't think I will hit a level 3 or a level 4, like a 20K or a 30K. I don't think I'll ever do that until I do a number 1 series again. Because a number 1 is a great jumping on point for new people. And the reason why is this. Because all these new backers are getting my back catalog in other campaigns, when it's time to do like Girl with the Mega Fist, let's go Mega Fist 5. Let's do Girl with the Mega Fist 5. It's not going to do these massive numbers because a lot of the new backers, because at the beginning, the reason why those numbers were climbing so high is because every time I got a new backer, they would get volumes 1, 2, and 3. They would get all these catch-up bundles. So there was a lot of money per pledge. But what's happening is they're getting volume 1 at Sexy Witch, and then they're going to pick up volume 2. They're going to pick up volume 2 on Super Plumber Sisters, and they're going to pick up volume 3 on Bullet Assassin, or they might grab it from my online store. So then when I do volume 4 on Kickstarter, they're like, I don't need to do the catch-up bundle. I already got the other volumes in the add-on sections from these other books. So it's like this. It's when you understand that, and you can only understand that when you have the data and look at it. Like, if someone would go, Tyler's unsuccessful, he's not doing good, I'm like, I already know that my campaigns are probably never going to do that 20 to 30K again unless I do another number one series where I'm starting to get an influx of new backers. But if Travis is still here, though, I have a question for Travis. Because you have hit level 4, and like you've hit it like 3 times. You've hit it 3 times. I've only hit it once. Do you get to, and guys, this is all fucking jokes. Anyone who's like, Tyler really thinks that there's levels, like, shut up. You're gay. Travis, do you, like, because you've hit level 4, does that mean you are just a level 4 creator? Like, because you've hit that, like, now you stay in that level? Or is it like an average of what you've hit most? Let's see, I've hit level 4 twice, but you have hit level 3 way more times than I have. Tyler, instead of Tyler Carpenter, it's going to Tyler Marketer. There you go. Kickstarter wants you to be level 3 to open multiple campaigns. Every video game has a wall for you to grind unless it's pay to win, like those terrible mobile games. Vincent, boomers. I know, man. Child's Play, got to turn in for the night. Just wanted to come on and help you celebrate. Congrats again, Tyler. Hey, thank you so much, Joe. Ichthus, when we read that one. Fail J, bro, you don't need to hit 20K. You have such a growing library. It will all add up. See, there you go. Tyler Core Data Carpenter. Tyler Core Data. Dude, like, like, data is what will save. Like, data is king. Like as an independent person, you want data. Let me tell you what happened when I didn't get data. I'll tell you what happened when I didn't get data. So once upon a time, I was with a publisher named Insane Comics, and we did, I had a series there, an ongoing series there called Demons, and it came out every 2 months. And the series was going to end at issue 15. Well, on issue 12, the week after the release of issue 12, the publisher, messaged all the creators in this Facebook group that we were in and said, hey, it's been a good run, but I'm shutting it down. Insane Comics is no more. And I was like, okay, whoa, like, we don't get to finish our series. Like, I had like 3 more issues and then I'm done. And he's like, sorry, it is what it is. And I went, okay. And he goes, here's everyone's final payouts. So he pays everyone. Well, I was selling around 200 to 300 copies of Demons every 2 months. So with every release, I was selling 200 to 300 copies. However, because I didn't have the data, because he was selling them either at cons or he was selling them through our online store, and he got to keep their email addresses. So because I didn't have the data, when the publisher closed, I was basically stuck at stage 1 again, where I had no audience, I had no following, I had no idea who these 300 people were, I had no idea how to contact them, I didn't know how to be like, hey, I didn't know how to message them and say, hey, Insane Comics shut down, we're still going to finish the series with 13, 14, 15, here's how you get them. No, because I didn't have the customer data, I was just left in the dark, and I was back at stage 1, and I was like, great, I've got to start all over. So I put them all in the trades, started my Kickstarter journey. Here we are today. And so that's why that's why I'm a very big proponent in doing it the independent way. That's why I'm very big into doing it the independent way. Larry's here. I knew I'd say data and he'd show up. Data should be protected. How do we know you don't sell and trade out data? I worked for an email spam company. It's dirty business. Less people with my email means less spam. Hey, I agree. And data should be protected. That's why the publisher didn't give us the data. Legally, he couldn't, because the exchange of those emails was given from the customer to the publisher. So he legally could not give us the emails of our customers legally. But Larry, you collect data. If you run a Kickstarter, you collect data. That's just the way it is. When you do a survey, that's collecting data. It's up to you what to do with said data. You can do with it what you will, but don't act all high and mighty because you also collect data, and that's what every online business does. By the way, every online store collects data. You buy something online, you buy through Amazon, you buy through Kickstarter, Indiegogo. You buy, you even buy on like my website, Draw and Talk Comics. You got to put in your email address. You got to put your credit card information in. So that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And so, yeah, when I was, Larry says, I am asking you if you sell or trade email lists. No, I don't do any of that. That's illegal. That is very illegal, actually. That's like going to prison illegal. I think it's like felony illegal. Let's see. Selling email list data illegal. Yeah. Yeah, it's illegal. It's part of the Can Spam Act. Yeah. Yeah, it's illegal. I keep no lists on my PC. Well, that's if something happens to your campaign or you get banned from Kickstarter, if you build your own email list, you still have your customers. Absolutely, exactly. Like that's the power of building an email list is if you get pulled from like Kickstarter, you get pulled from Indiegogo, you still are able to remarket to these people. Absolutely. See, Phalo J gets it. It's more illegal in the UK and Canada, but still illegal in the US for sure. Like for my job, we buy email lists, but like they are vetted. We have to sign all these contracts. They're like legally sanctioned and whatnot. The people who are on those email lists have given permission by others to be contacted. And so they're not like random ass emails from random people. They're people that want to do business with other people. And so they just like we use a third party. But yeah, like everyone collects data. Everyone collects data when you're in this space. You run a Kickstarter, you back a Kickstarter, that creator has your email address. Like at bare minimum. Guys, I feel like absolute shit. As a web designer, I have bought political email lists, and that shit can get crazy because you can only buy and sell the data so many times, and then you got to report it. Yeah, I am. Like it's very like buying email lists is very popular in the B2B space. B2C is like very looked down upon, but in the B2B space, it's very typical. Larry, what if I just want to buy your comic without giving you my data? That's what a shop is for. Well, Larry, I pay for the milk. I'm not giving you my email. Well, Larry, we're not selling milk. We're selling online items, and not everyone can get their book on shelves. So because of the beauty of the internet, we can sell online. And Larry, you have a Shopify store. In order for me to buy your comic, I have to give you my data, and then it goes into your Shopify store. So you can't act all high and mighty when you do all this stuff already. Travis Gibb, if you paid for the milk with a credit card, you already sold your data in the terms of your service. Dude, what's crazy about grocery stores is I learned this. The reason why that they want you to have like their shopper card is because when you buy stuff with the shopper card, or like you scan your shopper card, the shopper card, because it's at the end, like, please scan your shopper card. So you scan your shopper card, and then it sees everything that you've bought, and then it throws into a database of what all the customers are buying, and then it runs it through these algorithms, and then it says like, hey, these customers buy a ton of milk in March, so we need more milk in March. We need to put more milk in March. Oh, all these customers, they like to buy chocolate cake the second week of September. So the second week of September, we need to stock up on it. So yeah, it's crazy. No, we are selling physical items, and I never use that data again. Well, obviously you're not gonna. I run no email marketing. Well, that's fair. That's up to you. Do you not sell digital? Do you not sell your digitals on Shopify? That might be a wasted opportunity. You should look into selling your digital books. Well, then, but also you do it through Gumroad. And on Gumroad, Larry, when you sell a digital comic on Gumroad, the person has to give you their email address. Hey, Larry, once again, congrats. You know, you run your business one way. Congrats. I'm running my business another way. And we're both doing great things. We're both doing fantastic. Fail J, Travis, that's actually a good point. Fatal J, there are millionaires from building email lists. Take advantage, fellas. Oh yeah, dude. Like, the email list building business is huge. Like I said, like I created an email list. It was all about webtoons. I created an email, like an email marketing thing all about webtoons and the drama that was going in webtoons. I got 1,000 subscribers in like the first like 2 months of doing it, and then I just gave up. But I there's days where I'm like, I should go back and do that. Larry, using your Kickstarter email list, then adding that list to your other list sounds crooked. Larry, that's why at the end of when I do my surveys, I go, would you like to join my email list? And if they say yes, I put their email into my main list. No, I do not sell on Shopify. They give me the addresses. They give me their address. They give the email address to Gumroad, not to me personally. But you can still on Gumroad see their email address. Fail J, Larry, when you embrace the new school, brother, you're going to take Niobe to the next level. Tony Stark's suit in Iron Man wasn't the same suit when he fought Thanos. We have to keep evolving. There's a comic book reference. Travis, well, we have AI legit stealing, and we are complaining about email lists. I'm on the comic book business, not the collecting email business. There we go. That's fair. Hey, I'm in the comic book business too. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for making Super Plumber Sisters 2 a success. We are able to survive the comic book business. For another chance, we get another chance to live in the comic book business. I love it. I absolutely freaking love it. We love being part of the comic book business. We have Crywolf Comics here. What up? How you doing? How are you doing? Grats, man. 500 backers is great. Hey, thanks. Like I told my wife this morning was like, hey, what do you want to hit? What do you want to hit money wise? And I was like, oh, I just want 500 backers. I think that'd be really cool to get 500 backers. Yeah, good second showing. So proud. Issue 3 is going to blow up. Yeah, I'm excited. I think issue 3 is going to be fun. I think issue 4 is going to be fun. I think the trade, the trade's going to be really fun. We might do a bonus story for the trade. I don't know. No, we really don't. All this digital ways of doing things is taking away our humanity. I don't even use a smartphone. Well, I'll let everyone decide what about that. I'm not in it to save humanity. I'm just living. You really don't have a smartphone, though? Go you, I guess. I don't think I could live without my smartphone, mostly because I literally have to do all my work on my smartphone. Without my smartphone, I would not be able to do my work efficiently. At 500 backers, you should be well over 20,000. So why are you not? Everyone went for digital, just like I predicted. Actually, false. Nice. No. Wrong again. I already broke this down, so I don't really need to break it down again. I mean, I could show you guys. So, I mean, I could prove you wrong, Larry, but I don't know if you'll like it. But we like to prove Larry wrong, so we'll prove Larry wrong. Here you go, Larry. These are my digital tiers. I have 500 backers. I have 100 backers do digital deluxe and 45 backers. So that's 150 backers, essentially. It's actually 140. Let's see. Let's do some math for you. 102. So that's 147 backers. So only 28% of my backers were digital. So Larry, you are wrong. Congrats on being wrong. Only 28% of my backers were digital only. The rest were physical. So, yeah. It says no false. I just looked at it. Well, I'm looking at it right now on the screen. Add up all digital tiers. We did, Larry. 102 backers, digital deluxe, plus 45 backers, digital PDF. That's 147 backers. Then you do 147 divided by 518, and that ends up to being 28%. So you're wrong. 70% of my backers were physical. Now, if that 150 were physical, you just moved the goalpost because you were wrong. So congrats. No, 70% of my backers were physical, which is fantastic. But even then, like I was totally. I'm a very big proponent of selling digital. So if people want digital, get the digital copy. We're cool with that. I'll tell you what the crazy number is. This, Travis. I'd love to know what you think of this. I had a 51% conversion rate. Like, I think my highest ever was like 40%, but I typically average in the 30%. Dude, I had 51%. That was crazy. That was definitely a crazy. Oh. Yeah, guys, there's Cry Wolf. I'm doing great. Congratulations on 500 backers. Thank you so much. Isn't 500 higher than the first? No, the first we had 675. And then the hard copy backers now back at the lowest possible price possible. Money over backer numbers. Well, that's fine. You can, once again, Larry, and I'll say this for everyone. Everyone has different goalposts. Okay? Everyone has different goalposts. I profited on this campaign. I profited on this campaign. And I knew, by the way, I knew that this project wasn't going to hit 20K unless I had an influx of new backers. Which I didn't. I had less than 100 new backers. Whereas, like I said last time, we had 70% new backers, so their average orders were like in the $30 and the $50 because they were buying all my add-ons. All the backers for this campaign are essentially returning, and they're like, yeah, I backed Bullet Assassin, I already got Girl with the Mega Fist in the other campaign, I'm just here to get the next book and wait till the next Kickstarter. Travis, yeah, I'll check, but I think 50% is huge. You don't have to share it here, but I want to hear your launch numbers. Oh, I literally have launch up right now. Like what numbers? Oh, like how much I made just using launch. Let's do it real quick. I'll probably just tell you privately. Let me just hit update first. Let's just make sure. Let's see if it. No, I'll probably tell you it privately. But yeah, money is what makes the world go around. Fair. 100%. But once again, I already explained it. I don't need to explain it again. But I knew this. I knew where the campaign was going to hit, and I like where it was. Fail J. Tyler, I'm thinking about following your route in the future. Add on comics that are 15 to 20 pages with top tier art that are spin-offs of my main book. Thoughts? It's not a bad idea. My thing with it being a spin-off is that the benefit, I think the nice thing I think I have about having all of these different series is that like if someone wants to get into Sexy Witch, they can. If someone wants to get into Super Plumber Sisters, they can. If someone wants to get into Girl with the Megafist, they can. And they don't need to feel the pressure to have all of these other things. Whereas if you are someone who has like this one series and you're like, here's this, there's potential to like overwhelm someone, maybe. I don't know. This is just me personally. Or like if you only have one series, like for me, let's say I only was doing let's say I was only doing Girl with the Megafist and that was my only series. If I meet someone and they're not into the Girl with the Megafist, like it's over. Like there's like no convincing them. But when I have other series, I can go, hey, you don't like Girl with the Megafist? That's totally fine. I also have My Sexy Witch Academia. I have Bullet Assassin, My Sexy Witch, Super Plumber Sisters. And then they might go, oh, I guess I'll jump into this one. So now I'm able to gain a customer by having a variety of comics. I recently just sold Cover Book as add-on, and it was super cheap and great physical and digital add-on. We do all these covers. Oh, there you go. Gosh, man, I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting sick. I blame Eliza Bar. I blame Eliza Bar, honestly. Okay, so you're right, Larry. I didn't count I forgot I had the digital catch up. So you're right. Hold on. We can do it. Okay. So Larry, yeah. All right. Larry's right. You missed a digital tier. That's fine. So with that extra digital tier that I missed, did I sell more digital than physical? No, because now I did only 36% digital. 36% digital. So I still sold 64% physical. So I still sold more physical than I did digital. Yeah, so not everyone went for digital just like you predicted. Larry is here. Yeah, Larry's here. Larry likes these streams. These are fun streams. Larry likes being on them. Travis, also think about the profit since money makes the world goes around. Yeah, that's something that I remember Travis, I remember you tweeted that like maybe a year or two ago. And it was, I don't know if it was in a Facebook group or Twitter, but you were like, it was basically like saying, hey, indie creators, just because someone makes like 50K or like 100 or like, any like big numbers, like there's a difference between profit versus revenue. And I had to like I was like, oh, dang, like that's so true. That's so true. Because you could make 10,000, you could see someone make 10,000 on their campaign, but like profit, they get 1,000. Whereas the person who maybe funds at 4,000, they profit at 3,000. So like the creator with 10K looks better, but the creator with the smaller campaign actually made more money. So yeah, it's something to think about. Caden, this only matters if you can see digital comics are somehow inferior to physical. And that is not true. I agree. I do not. I don't think that they're inferior because I make physical books. I love having my books hand. I will say I read mostly digital. That's me personally. 36% is way too high. That's 200 out of 500 backers. That would put most Kickstarters underground. Well, Larry, I don't know who told you that 36% is way too high. Show me the textbook. Show me where the rule is at, but like 36% for me works fine. I typically have a 40 to 60% split. I typically do 40% digital, 60% physical on all my campaigns. That's me personally. That would put most Kickstarters underground. I mean, that's subjective. It really just depends. Jay, I wouldn't care if I sold more digital than physical. Some people like CDs, other people like MP3s. Larry, the issue is, Jay, digital is cheaper than the real thing, and if more people go for a $5 option on the book that costs you $6,000 to make, you are making squat. Travis, Lol. Oh no, Tyler, you sold digital and don't have to print books. You are going under. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going under. I could have hit those notes if my voice wasn't gone. Like there is definitely a way to $200 times 5 is 1,000. I don't know what's happening with that math. Oh my gosh. Imagine 200 times $50 for variance. Once again, Larry, we just have different ways to run our businesses for sure. We have different ways of running. For me, like I always want my cover A. My cover A is always going to sell the most because it's the cheapest, and I make sure that I price it in a range that I'm going to be profitable, and that no matter what, we're going to be good. Crywolf Comics. At the end of the day, it's Tyler's Kickstarter. As long as he is happy with the results, that's all that matters. There we go. 100%. Everyone's got to like figure out like how Travis like runs his Kickstarters, how like Nicholas runs his Kickstarters, how Larry runs his Kickstarters, Max DeVille, Pat Shand, all these people, how they all run their Kickstarters is like, it's really all up to them. Cause like at the end of the day, like we don't know the cost. I don't know the page rate that Travis is paying people. I don't know the page rate that Pat Shand's paying people. I don't know like all these costs that people have, time, labor, etc. Like at the end of the day, and I think this is the crazy. I think this is one of the big problems with the indie scene is that creators are so into other people's businesses and they're concern trolling. They're like I agree with Crywolf. Like at the end of the day, like worry about yourself and what you're doing. And if what you're doing is quote unquote succeeding, that's all that matters. And I think a big problem is like, I remember seeing that tweet of someone like, what's the cost of the warehouse for Eric July? How much is he paying his employees? Is he doing a 401k? I'm like, gosh, those questions are so gay. Like, why do you care so? Like, why are you so concerned? It's concern trolling. Like, why do you care so much about this other person's business and how they run it? There's really only 2 questions that matter. Did you get the book and did you like it? That's it. If you don't get the book, then yeah, maybe you need to start questioning the person's business. But if you're getting the book, then the next question is, did you like it? That's all that matters. Larry, Travis, I swim way better than you, bigger IP than you. Okay. I will write for Marvel. I was heard variants are big hits with oversized graphic novels. That's huge. Yeah, I do like 2 or 3. I do 3 variants with the girl with the mega fist. I think if I do the Super Plumber Sisters, we're going to have 3 variants. No, we'll probably just do 2 variants. And then Sexy Witch, we're going to do 2 variants. Larry, let's all be positive, bro. Larry says, people, do you want to make money or give away books on digital? Larry, but you said isn't it about the passion, not the money? Didn't you say that to me the other day? Oh, it's only about the money for you, right? Not about the passion. Larry, let's all be positive, bro. We know you're mad at Tyler. Just let it go, bro. This is supposed to be a celebration stream. Let the man have his night. Larry, he can run however he likes, but when he makes his process public, it's not subject to criticism. I don't know what like there is to criticize. That's my thing, is I don't know what there is to criticize. My book funded, and we're able to make the next one. Like, I don't know what there is to criticize. Hey, one time the WWE sold $50 pay-per-views, but then they gave it away for $5 and sold out. But now they're mad $5 billion at Netflix. But what about those $50? Anyways, they're having a conversation, and it's gay because it's about wrestling. I don't watch wrestling, but I did see that The Rock showed up. I was on TikTok and I saw like The Rock showed up, and then this guy was like, your leader of your tribe would be mad at you and would consider you a shame. And then The Rock was like getting booed, and he's like, that man is my family. His blood is my blood. I was like, guys, this is gay. Fatal J, good point. Netflix has $9 tier, $15 tier, and $20 tier. Their biggest streaming service. Mrs. H, congratulations, Tyler. Thank you so much, Mrs. H. And yes, I saw that fan art of Peppermint Reload. Thank you so much. Aiden Reynosa, Cody must finish his story. Cody must finish his story. Larry, stop saying gay every second word. That's gay. I will say whatever the frick I want. I don't know why you're so offended by that, Larry. Like, you get very upset when I say gay. I don't know why. If it offends you, let me know. Finish the story. Also, please stop saying gay. I agree with Larry. That never happens. No, that's my favorite word right now, guys. So I will continue saying that. That's my favorite. And it's nothing against gay people. It's just it's my favorite word right now, and I'm going to say whatever I want. What is peppermint? What will the peppermint be about? Let's see if I can find it. The main image that. So I worked with an artist for Peppermint Reload. We got 10 pages in, and then I had to fire the artist because I was just really unhappy that the main character girl, she looked different in literally every single. Frick, there's no way for me to. I gotta find the post where I didn't show his name. Okay, he's a phenomenal artist. I'll say this: he's a phenomenal artist, but it just didn't work out. Please add more slurs into your rotation, please. Okay, but like right now, I'm smoking that G and that R word, so I don't know. You guys gotta pick. Larry says, but you're right. I am out. I feel people following this path is setting themselves up for failure. And I will be here to tell you to stop because it's 2024, Tyler. Come on, Tyler. You forgot about the commercial with Hillary Duff that schooled random high school students for saying gay. It's not cool to say it. I like saying that. I like your fake swears. They're always fun. I'm saying it no matter what. If anyone's offended, I'm sorry. My favorite comedian is on a roll right now with saying it, and I'm like, you know what? I agree. This was like my favorite thing to say, and I'm bringing it back. I mean, that used as a slur is cringe. Just saying. Hey, that's fine. Using marginalized group to describe something you hate is Jew. Shane Gillis. Yeah. See, Caden knows. Caden knows, dude. I'm on a big Shane Gillis trip. I was already saying it, and then I found out about Shane Gillis a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, I feel vindicated because this guy's saying it too. Sounds good. This is my man. Fake swears for the win. Guys, I'm not gonna say the F word and go to hell. Duh. No, but I want to address Larry's message here real quick. Larry says, I feel people following this path is setting themselves up for failure. Everyone, dear everyone, if I can get this down, it looks like I've got wide eyes. Dear everyone, you're going to have to figure out your own path that works for you. The path that works for me might not work for you. I like to share the stuff that I'm doing because it's stuff that I enjoy, and it's a path that I have found that works for me. If you try to do the stuff that I do and you find that it's not working for you, or that you don't enjoy it, or it doesn't make you happy, or it doesn't work with the goals and dreams that you have, you can be a big kid and make your own path that works for you. But I have a path that works for me. I enjoy it. I'm very happy about it. And yeah, that's that. There's my PSA. That's my PSA. Shane sounds like a homo. Wow, that book looks amazing. I actually have a mech in my Ninja Blast 2. Nice. Tyler Tate. No, so yeah. This is Peppermint Reload. And this was the promo image that we made for it. And we got We got like, let's see if I can find the page. So we did 10 pages of this book. We did 10 pages of this book, and the face of the girl literally changed panel to panel. Panel to panel. And so I was just like, man, like, I just don't know if, this isn't going to work out, because like literally like right here, she looks like she's like 15. And then in the next panel, she looked like she was 9. And then in the next panel, she looked like she was 19. And then, so I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like either you have to redraw, and they're like, what's wrong with it? And I was like, okay, like new, we're gonna have to find another artist. So, but this was the promo image. So what this book is about, Fail J. I don't even know if we're gonna name her, but like currently codenamed Sakura. That probably won't be her name. But she works for a counter-terrorist organization, along with her battle buddy, and she goes in and she stops a terrorist attack. However, what she uncovers is that the counter-terrorist unit that she works for is actually behind all of the terrorist attacks that are happening, and she is trying to prevent all these terrorist attacks happening while trying to expose this organization that she works for. And then there's like this other underlying story that I don't want to get into, but yeah, that's Peppermint Reload. Griffith is back. What's he saying? Tyler, I may have been mad at you, but there is one thing I will defend you with to the death: my hatred for this Niobe dude. I came back in to check if he had already come to bully you, and sure enough, there was his disgusting username. Dang, chill. I will say this. I did tweet the other day my policy, whereas as long as everyone behaves and is nice, they're welcome in my chat. Even Larry. I know Larry hates my guts right now. Hates my guts. Seriously, I don't know why, but he hates my guts. But as long as everyone is respectful and behaves in the chat, everyone's welcome. Travis Griffin's back and also hates Larry. I take back all the mockery earlier. Aiden Reynosa, where's Goku? That's true. We do need the Goku character. So yeah, we have, this is her boss in the pink. And can't we all just get along? We cannot, apparently. Apparently we cannot get along. It's impossible to get along. That's okay. Not everyone's meant to get along. And then this is a mysterious character that I will not say. Mrs. H says, a minty, fresh comic, a touch of sweetness. Do you know what I should do with every single book with every backer gets a peppermint? There we go. So yeah, I think for this book, this is the book that we'll do after Super Plumber Sisters. I think this is the book that we'll do after Super Plumber Sisters. I'm gonna send it over to two artists to see if they can tackle it. The nice thing is, like, we already have the characters designed. The real big problem is going to be, can they do the mech? The mech doesn't really show up except in issues 1 and then issues 3 and 4. So that's just going to be the big thing. Nino Star, it's okay, Tyler. I think you could pull off Hawaiian shirts. I have tons of, I used to have a ton of Hawaiian shirts. My wife hates them. Lunchbox Warren, I will read anything with a mech in it. Dude, every time I post about Peppermint Reload, everyone's like, dude, there's a mech in it. I guess people like mechs. So yeah, I guess we're going to be doing mechs. Travis, I kind of want to write some of this Peppermint Reload. Dude, maybe we can figure something out. Maybe we do like a backup story. That'd be fun. Kaden, I have a great mech idea, but I am guarding it. Mechs have grown on me, says Aloys. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Like, I think mechs are super cool. I want to start like watching and like I want to start reading Gundam. I will say, as an artist, I would hate mechs. Like Daniel Warren Johnson right now with his Transformers run, even though he's not the artist on it anymore, like he did such a good job of drawing those Transformers and Decepticons. And like, to me, I'm always afraid of like, did I put the wire in the right spot? Did I make sure that like all the parts are in the same spot? And he did a really good job of like, I don't want to say simplifying the Transformers, but he made sure that like he kept like their shapes so that you knew, okay, that's Optimus Prime. And then when they transformed, he is still on Transformers. He's just the writer though. I think he only did the first 6 issues. Yeah. So the new artist is Jorge Corona. Yeah, Jorge Corona. I know something about comics that Travis Gibb didn't know. I knew something that Travis didn't know about comics. I knew something about comics that Travis didn't. I feel so good. I feel so good right now. Travis says that's pretty wild. I think this is a first for sure. Because I didn't, yeah, for sure. Art Victim, respectful. When are you using your slurs? I only like to use my slurs, honestly, like when I'm feeling them. Like I'm not gonna go like that's gay, like unless like I feel it. I've gotta feel it. Otherwise I just go, that's whack. Super Guitar Peppermint Fist incoming. I do have a story about with music and guitars and whatnot, but we shelved. It's currently shelved. I will say though that let's see if I can show this. So this is my indie guitar. I don't really ever show this, but it's like, so right here I've got Mrs. H's sticker of Growth of Megafist. Allegiance Arts when they gave me Red Rooster 6 million years late. Another sticker from Mrs. H. Common America, Comics Wellspring. Common America, a lot of Common America stickers. Sailor Rogowski by Mrs. H. Demon Hunter Raven from Nicholas Mueller. Right here, Granite State Punk by Travis Gibb. Band of Bards. Matt Krotz's from his Kyrie. This is from our friend Paul. This is Seasons from Nandor. I covered up the Red Rooster sticker. What else? I think that's all of them. Yeah, so anytime I get a sticker, anytime I get a sticker from an indie creator, it goes on this guitar. Gurren Lagann is top tier mecha anime. Must watch. Gurren Lagann? All right, hold on. Well, I'm already sold. I'm already sold by this image. Oh, is this done by Is this done by the Trigger Studio? Studio Trigger? Ganex. All right, I'll check this out, man. I will check this out. I dig the indie guitar. There you go, dude. You don't know, dude. My knowledge and all of this stuff is very lacking. Like I like making comics. I read what I read. I read a lot, but sometimes I just don't know. I don't know everything. Caden, I don't know everything. Okay. Mrs. H, I make a lot of stickers. You need to scratch off the Band of Bard sticker. No. Like I said, I got no hard feelings for them. You need to put the Girl with the Mega Fist song back on your page. I really enjoyed that song. Oh, there you go. I'm probably I am starting a new YouTube channel, and that song will be regular in all those videos. Super Guitar Peppermint Fist Incoming. Robert Kirkman is killing it with those Transformers and G.I. Joe books. Yeah, Skybound Entertainment, man. Like that, what a move to get all those properties. Travis says I want Daniel Warren Johnson. Yeah, it was pre-trigger. It was pre-trigger. Let's see. What is everyone? What are you guys like? What are y'all working on right now? Comics, writing, reading. What else are you reading? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? I put my little second monitor right here, so it's like really nice because like most of the time if I'm doing a stream right here, I'm just looking at my laptop. And I'm trying to get through all the freaking tabs, and it is so annoying. Shout out to Jose Garcia, dude. Jose, freaking dope artist. Caden is drawing a panel. I'm learning Krita on Steam Deck. On Steam Deck? Wait, like legit like a Steam Deck? That's bonkers. Go you. Holy shit. If you like go you. That is crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I was, but now I'm upset that you don't know everything. Travis, Voodoo Nation's launch early next week. There we go. There we freaking go. Mrs. H, going to have a poll on Patreon to choose the cover for Captain Orange issue 5, campaigning March 1st. There we go. See, people are working. So I like. In 2024, people are working. We're making our comics. We're having a silly goose time. I hope that we all have more of that, honestly. Like, I hope we have more of that. Like, obviously, like, if you want to have like various aspects of success, if you want to have readers read your stuff, if you want to make sales, like obviously have some level of seriousness where you need to go, okay, like this is how I see it in terms of like taking things seriously as of today. Like there's a time to be serious. Hold on real quick. I'm getting cold. And then I'm going to give you a speech, a monologue. A monologue? All right, let's get serious. Need to start trying to get the last couple pages done on Riser Man. There we go. Meanwhile, lamenting that I missed 3 holidays worth of content. Oh, dude, you're all good, man. Like getting art ready for like holidays, like that's tough. That's tough. We'll put this sticker on the guitar tonight. No, so like there's a time and a place. All right, whatever. There's a time and a place to be serious about your comic book stuff. I think when the cameras are off, we're not streaming, I'm not on Twitter, I'm in my own mind. I can go to my business plan and put my headphones in and get to work. And that's, I think, where the serious stuff. But I think when we're engaging with the community, I think when we're going on streams, we're making our content and stuff, I think that's when we need to take the seriousness out of it. I think I think I don't think there's not enough fun here in the space. No, we were talking about Shane Gillis. But one thing that I think is so cool that like comedians have that we don't necessarily have in the YouTube space is I don't think we have like a good like network, content network like comedians do. So for example, oh look, there's Shane Gillis right there. So right here we have a podcast called Kill Tony, and it's Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a comedian, and that's his podcast. And then you obviously have like Bert Kreischer, and then Bert Kreischer has his own podcast called the Bertcast. And then you have Tom Segura, and that's Your Mom's House. So then so you have Your Mom's House, and then he has his own podcast. And then you have Bobby Lee, and he's got the Tiger Belly podcast. And then you have Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee, and they have a podcast called Bad Friends. You then have Theo Vaughn, who has like probably out of all the comedians, he has like one of the bigger ones. So you have Theo Vaughn with his, and you have Joe Rogan. So basically you have all these comedians who are working on their craft, which their craft is comedy, doing sketch, like doing specials and shows. Our craft would be making comics and making art and writing. But then they create their own shows via YouTube, and they're putting out they're building their audience 1 to 2 videos, a week. And then as they're each growing, and then every now and then they like collaborate with each other. You have the fighter and the kid. And then because they all have their quote unquote like separate audiences, but then they're constantly collaborating with each other. So like I didn't learn about Chris D'Elia until I saw him on The Fighter and the Kid, and he was freaking fighting with Brian Callen, and it was so funny because they were just messing around with each other. And there's no like, sometimes there is comedy beef. I mean, like every week there's something new with comics and drama, but like most of them, they're just like all hanging out. They're funny. And then they go collaborate with each other, and then they go on tour with each other. And it's like, they're all building up each other while also doing their own separate things. And I think that's just something that we don't really get with indie comics is everyone is working on their craft, but no one is really working on building their audience. And so it'd be really cool. Like if there was like 5 or 6 creators, and we were all like, okay, every week we are putting out a video by ourselves, and we're gonna get to 100 subscribers, then 1,000, and then 2,000, then 10,000. We're all building our up, and then once we hit a certain point, then we start freaking like mixing and mingling and collaborating and stuff. I think that would be super cool. I think the only group of people that I can think of is like the CG group, like where you have like you had like Shane and Mandy, so the like Ballers, where that's Shane and Mandy coming together to do a show, but Shane also has his own show and Mandy has her own show. And then you have like the Jack Show, which is another Comicsgate show. And every week they do an episode, but they rotate through everyone's channel. But they're all required to build up their own channels. But then they go, this week we're doing the Jack Show on this channel. So it's a way to like grow each other's audiences. So I don't know. I think I always said that like even if you don't like Comicsgate, you have to give them props on how well they built their audiences in the YouTube landscape. Our victim, unsubbed, have a silly goose time. Have a silly shit time. Oh no. Our victim? What did I do? Did you really unsub? Narwhal for $2. What's up, Ty? Narwhal. Thanks for being here, man. It's been a while. You and I haven't done anything in a very long time. We haven't talked. How are you doing? Alois, I'm half dozing while watching the stream. If you see any funny typing, that is my cat who's been drawn to the screen light. There you go. Vincent, Aaron Lepresti, and the Graybeards. There you go. Kane Sketch. Theophon is so funny. Travis Gibb, it won't help you get Voodoo Nations, but it will make you don't share my damn email. Well, Kane, do you buy milk? I feel it's the only safe product these days. Damn. That is intense. No, Narwhal, thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. Narwhal, by the way, is one of those creators. He's in no drama. He just streams and he draws on his streams and he makes his comics live. It's freaking fantastic. Mrs. H, I'm still up in the air on what to make. I keep having ideas, but the videos feel subpar to me. Narwhal, I'm good. I prefer this to trash cans. That's fair. That's fair. We're just celebrating the end of my my most recent Kickstarter. Milk is zombie food. Changed my mind. Student of God, what's up? Actual creative freedom. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope our victim, are you still here? Did you actually unsub or did you get pissed off? I need to know because I actually like you, our victim. I genuinely mean that. No, I wish that's what we would do more of with indie comics is look at like emulate how comedians are doing it with their content where they're not beefing with each other. Instead, there's just this huge network of comedians. They're all building up their own podcasts. They're all friends. And then they're all collaborating. They're all collaborating with each other. What's cool about this show, Kill Tony? What's cool about this show, Kill Tony, is that they bring on like established people, but then they bring on like new and up and coming comedians, and they give them a shot. So like, let's do this one: RN versus Shane. Please. So you have all these people right here. They're all established comedians. They're all really big. They're all really big and popular. But then they will give like newer comedians or people who want to try it out. They'll give them a 60-second slot to tell a joke on the show, and then after that they interview them for 10 more minutes. So it's like now you have a show where you have the old professional creators, and then they're like having fun with the newer generation. I think a big problem with comics right now is just there's so much fighting because there's so much of a competition of like there's such a competition on who gets what, and it's sad. So here's this
Who loves conservatives? All right. Okay.
You guys are so cool.
let's see this.
Amazing, Aaron. What else?
I heard you tried to join the Special Olympics, but even they didn't want you. Apparently being an asshole isn't a disability.
Oh, you son of a bitch. All right. The great roaster, Aaron Belial here.
Hold on, Aaron, before the show you asked if I was going to be mean or nice. Does that mean you had something queued up, you little nasty motherfucker? Yeah, I know you did. Look at you scrolling.
Oh,
this guy's mute, by the
Look
way.
at you scrolling. Don't make me be mean, dude. I don't want to be mean. All right, let me hear it.
Let's see if you're mean.
What? I don't want to be mean at all. All right, well.
Push him.
Yeah, dude, you're fucking gay.
We're friends.
We are
This,
friends.
I love Kill Tony. David Lucius goes on here a lot. Please play some clips of him on
sounds
here.
pretty gay to me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You have a little fetish, huh?
Actually, I'll be honest, for real, yes.
Oh, dude, Dave Lucas, the black
You could
dude.
have sex. You could be the top, dude.
Dude, Dave Lucas is
I want you to put
crazy
that
funny.
fucking
He's
left
so
hand on
many
my
insults.
throat.
I don't know if I want to play him because he's so big.
Choke me out, dog.
If I get Shane to tickle me, will it turn you on, Matt? Are you into retarded porn? Or just trans porn?
I'm sorry, I laughed. What was it?
Hey, my into retarded porn. I cast a wide net, brother, on the internet. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's the only way to catch a lot of fish. You gotta cast a wide net, dude. Have we tried retarded porn? Yes.
Anything else, Aaron?
Shane's fat. It'd be devastating.
Like, we need this kind of fun, guys, in indie comics. Everyone gets so butthurt so freaking quick.
Yep.
Shane, you were actually my biggest inspiration as a comedian right up until I found out you weren't really retarded.
Unbelievable. Oh, shit. Look at that. Aaron Belial, you've done it again. Absolutely unbelievable.
Like, we don't have this kind of energy. Like, we don't have this kind of energy in the indie scene, like, where everyone is just so chill, so happy. Like, there's not this feel of like, oh, like, if this person does A, B, and C, I'm effed. There's no one going like, oh, you need to make comics a certain way, otherwise you're screwed. This is a sticker from Sketchboard Pro. Let's see if we can put this on here. And then we'll probably end the stream soon. Unless we play some anime, like, hentai games. Let's see, let's put this. I don't know what that is. Let's put it right here. Sticker stream. So there we go. Neostar, I'm not very consistent with my comedic skills. Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying that we need comedy per se. What we need is we need more positivity. Like look at what we got Narwhal come in here because he didn't want to. We had Narwhal come in here because he didn't want to watch the Trash Cast, which is fair because the Trash Cast is just like, let's see how many bridges we can burn in terms of like the indie community, and it's sad. Ichthus, well, the difference with comedians and the indie creators, one has thick skin and the other are crybabies. You guess which ones are in the catalog. That's true. I mean, well, you got Matt Barr types that take shit too serious and act like it's just jokes. Dude, like, I fucking, like, Matt Barr is such a... I have him blocked. I have like a ton of people on Twitter blocked, Matt Barr being one of them. Because, yeah, I agree. He is definitely... He takes everything so seriously. He gets so mad about everything. He's like, call me out, you GM, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, this is gay. This is gay. Mrs. H, is Trash Cast a real thing? Oh, yeah, for sure. It's Ethan Van Sciver's newest, it's his newest, like, live show that he does, where it's there just to, like, basically, like, go after other creators and spill drama, and it's sad. That's the thing, like, I want to figure out, like, how to do something that's more positive. And maybe, and here's the thing. Maybe like something like this, I don't know, can't happen. Like stuff like this. Maybe the indie community just cannot handle this. Mrs. H, it's actually called Trash Cast. Yes, it's actually called Trash Cast. Like, I don't know, like, I would have to find, like, the hard thing is this, like, comics are so hard to make. And this is what I found. I have found that like most of the chill people in comics, like I'm not saying this, like, I know I'm going to say this. I know I'm going to say this and people are going to be like, cancel him because they're going to get offended. Now is your time. Ichthus, will you please bless everyone in the chat with some thick skin? Like, will you do some magical powers or spell to give everyone thick skin before I say what I'm about to say? I don't know, cast a spell or something in the chat. I have found that the majority of toxic people in the indie scene have been writers. The reason I say that is because, like this says, drink some milk. There you go. The reason why I say that is because writers, it is not like, when it comes to like what takes the longest, drawing a comic or writing a comic, it's drawing a comic. So the reason why, so you have writers, they'll write their script and then they put their comic out and now they're just waiting. Now they just have to wait till they get the art in. They have to wait till their Kickstarter's done. And for a writer, there is just a lot of waiting. Unless you're someone like Travis Gibb, who has so many freaking books that he's working on that he honestly doesn't have time to be on YouTube or to be on social media because he's working on so many books. Like, guys, Travis sent me a picture once of all the books that he's working on, and I literally got overwhelmed. And he was like, Tyler, I have to write X hundred pages by the end of the month. And I was like, yeah, get off the internet. So you have someone like Travis who's super hard working writer, but most writers there who have a comic out, they're doing maybe 1 or 2 series, and and it takes them 4 months to make that one comic. So they write their script and then they're basically waiting for 4 months until they're done and they can work on the next book. So in the meantime, they're the ones on the streams, they're the ones that are causing drama, etc. And with art, and then when you have artists, the ones who aren't causing drama, the reason why they aren't is because they're busy drawing their books. And the artists that are causing drama, they're not drawing their books. And so writers have left the chat. Yeah, we had 4 writers just leave. The chat went because they're like, fuck this guy. And so I'm like, okay, I think that's one thing that's really hard. It's okay, if you were to have a channel and grow it, how do you spend time on your craft in making your comics, but also grow a YouTube channel? And then you'd have to find then 4 or 5 people who align with this ability to be constantly creating while also creating content and building an audience. Maybe the artist should make a few graphics so that writers can use that time to promote the comic. Yeah, maybe. Or you know what you can do, writers? You can go onto something you can go and get a free program, like Canva. See, I got a little Mags Visagio. And you can make your own promos on here. So look, this is all the shit that I made. So you could make, let's go here. So you can make your own promos. So, your, so let's say your artist sends you, okay, so your artist sends you this page. And then look at that. Every writer can do what I'm doing right now. Look at that. And then you just hit text and you can find something cool on the side and it's free. And you go, boom, and you can go, okay, I don't like that one. Or you can go to elements and you can go excited. And you go to graphics and you can go, yay. And look, now that artist, now you're using the art that your freaking comic book, whatever, that your artist gave, and you as the writer can make the graphic on your own. look at that. You could even go like design and you go promotion. Look at that. You can use some of these templates. So there's so many different things. I think just like writers, writers could probably use some time, spend some time growing their various skills, their skill sets and whatnot. Yeah, but like I don't know, like it'd be so cool to like have, but like it's hard because basically what you'd be asking is you have 4 or 5 artists who are all friends, who are essentially have the same goals, which is very difficult, who are in like, I don't know, maybe the same kind of skill level, who also are able to make the time where they're able to make the time to draw their book, but also dedicate some time to grow a YouTube channel. I mean, that's freaking hard. That's a freaking hard thing to ask. So you would think that like writers would be the ones who would be able to do this because they have the most time to build up their stuff. And it's actually crazy to me that most writers are the ones who are complaining about not being able to build an audience exposure. Like, oh, it's easy for artists because they have something visual. And it's like, there are ways for you to grow an audience without doing that stuff. And you just have to learn it. And it's crazy that they don't spend the time that they have. Cause let's be real. Like if it takes 100, let's just say for the sake of it, 100 minutes to create a comic, 80 of those minutes is the artist, 80 or 90 of those minutes is the artist, and then 10 minutes is the script. So you have like, it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing for the rest of the time? Honestly, writers should learn digital marketing so they have something to keep themselves busy and avoid to be like Dan Slott, not busy on social media. Mrs. H, it's mine, Flame Patootie, Little Dragon with indigestion. How will he ignite friendship with other dragons when his bowels get in the way, based on a true story? Yeah, I just don't get it, and it's tough. Oh, I was about to showcase all my effing different YouTube channels that I got, and then you guys are gonna be like, wait, there it is. There's the one that he has. Like this channel at this point, this channel that we're on right now. Like this is essentially just this is essentially just going to be my live stream channel, where we talk indie comics, we draw and we draw. Like these are the 2 categories I'm focusing on, like talking about indie comics and then draw streams. And this is just a live show channel. And then I'm currently building out another channel to promote my comics on, to promote my books. And those are it's just there. It's not there to like get 1 million subscribers to be the next Mr. Beast. It's just like, hey, there's another place to watch my stuff. And then, yeah, like I don't know. I just wish there was more. I wish there was more collaboration and excitement with creators when it came to indie comics. I just see. I don't know. I just see a lot of complaining, and I see a lot of people angry. Like I don't know why. Like I honest to God. I honest to God do not want to be. I do not like having Larry mad at me. I don't get why he is. To me, it makes no sense. To him, it does. But to me, it makes no sense. I think it's stupid. His reasonings, but it's just sad that even that it has to be this way, where someone has to, I go into someone's chat and being like, it's like if I go into Ichthus's chat and I'm like, why are you using the lasso tool? The lasso tool is weak, Ichthus. Yeah, I don't, it's sad. Tyler versus Mr. Beast and Street Beefs. There we go. Tyler versus. Yeah, I just think everything is just so. I honestly, I mean, I blame the fact that like it is so time intensive to make comics. Like it is, like making comics is very hard. It's very, very time intensive, and so I get that like it's this massive labor of love, and you're like, please, someone like this. Like this liar, the lasso tool is my best friend. I hate the lasso tool. I will never use it. I used it the other day, but I didn't do it on stream, so there's no proof that I used it. Yeah, comedians work 1 hour a week. Nah, dude, they work way more than that. But that's the thing, like, well, actually think about this. Okay, actually think about this. Like, let's say they work 7 days, let's say they work 5 days a week. Let's say, for the sake of it. And let's just say that like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're practicing their comedy, they're going to clubs, they're going to shows, or they're like sitting at home writing their craft. And then let's say then on Friday, that's when they create their content to build their audience. So that's what I wish that we had more indie creators do, where they go, okay, Monday to Thursday, I'm working on my craft, I'm working on my books. And then on Fridays, that's the day that I make my content to build the audience. But instead, we dedicate Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to building our craft. And then we're wondering, how come we have no audience? Like I got people mad at me last November because I said, hey, writers, instead of participating in NaNoWriMo, where you're writing a novel for an entire month, how about you spend that month, the time that you would spend writing that novel, to just learning digital marketing? That's going to be worth more than you spending that time writing a book. And people got mad, and I'm like, I mean, it's fair, you can get mad, but yeah, like write a book. But then if you're going to complain, how come I'm not getting sales? It's like, well, it's because you didn't work to build an audience. I'm still trying to build an audience. I'm still trying to find ways. I'm still trying to build an audience, and grow my audience. And it takes time. So it's like, if you do it 1 day a week, you'll build it you'll build it slowly. Imagine if you were able to do 2 days and then 3 days. Blight Blazer, but you said you did, so that's proof. Got him. Fair. Mrs. H, pretty easy. You like comics? I make comics. Let's work on a little comic together. Now, I remember I did do that with Nicholas once. I will say what's hard though is if you're making like the amount of comics, like a lot of comics, sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to take time to make this other comic to collaborate. So sometimes I feel that. Ichthus, I will use a soundbite of your stream that you tried the paint bucket tool and dropped the F-bomb to me. That to me says I love you and you are right. Mrs. H, maybe that's what I should do on YouTube. I think I would feel better talking about stuff if it's stuff I worked on with others. There you go. Like, I think this is like the best, like, so I think these are two good channels for people, for us creatives. You have Merryweather Comics. Let's just find one that's short. Some would say these are not comics, but they are comics. Where's one? There's one. All right. So here's a 35-second comic strip.
Guys, this is...
Dude, this guy made $19,000 on Shopify. What?
Black hole. She noticed me. Don't eat me, Miss Black Hole. I'm sorry for taking a photo without permission.
Don't worry. You are 55 million light years away.
Like, look at that short comic. A short comic. They're able to post it on YouTube. They're able to get some reach, and then like, look at that. It's got 15,000 views. Not, that's great. 15,000 views. Like, that's fantastic. I mean, I've told you guys, like, some of the video, like, stuff that I want to do once I'm finished with The Girl with the Megafist. I want to do, like, a video. Like, I want to make, like, short comics like this. Like this. Here's an example of one that I did. Let's let me put it up on here. So how I made this one, this was The Girl with the Megafist. How I made this one was, I used AI to do the voices, but what I would do is I would record the voice. Like I would be like, I understand, blah, blah, blah. And then I would feed then my voice recording to AI, and then AI would try to mimic what I did and then turn into a different voice. So here's an example.
I understand, but when you fight the Sons of Baal, they will not show you mercy. Remember, not only are they strong, but they are also shapeshifters. At some point, you may have to fight an illusion of me.
That will be easy. It won't be the real you, so why does it matter now?
It matters now because our time is almost up and you still have yet to strike me.
So, like, that worked all right. Like, it's not the best, but it did pretty good. However, on further tests, like, I could not do the battles. Like, there was no way to do screaming. There was no way to go like, yeah. I would go like, yeah, and he would go, yeah. So like, it's very good for like just like normal storytelling and very calm motions, but it's not good for like to giving actual emotion. Bly Blazer, I already gave my 2 cents on this. Yeah. So I think if I were, what type of weeb fan fiction did you have us watch? Hayden, this is what I want to do to advertise my comic. Every page is a potential short that I can post to TikTok, IG, and YouTube. 100%. Did you commission Chris Pratt to phone in the audition for Leona's dad? I miss Brian, dude. I miss Brian too. Brian's awesome. Busy serving our country and shit. But yeah, like this is the kind of stuff I want to do, where like I'd love to do like a stream. And now that like Mac, like they fixed like their audio stuff on OBS, so what would be really cool is to like we together on a stream, we create a comic, I draw it out, and then like the next stream I'll like record the audio like and then like I can find the music, I can edit it, and then we basically make this comic together, and then I can post it on my other YouTube channel. I think that'd be really fun. But I think like we need more of this kind of stuff. Like look, 24 seconds, 1,681 views. Like imagine if like this was longer or I did more of them. Eventually it could catch on. Another channel is like you just go manga dub. Like, look at this. Look at these freaking, like 500,000 subscribers. Look, they come out with a new one of these. They're like 20 minutes long. They come out with a new one of these every single freaking day. I don't know if they're short stories.
If you had a choice, would you rather?
I don't know if they're short stories. I don't know if they're a series. I honestly think they're just one-shot stories. But like, look at this.
Yo, how was the reward?
I only got equipment that I already have anyway. My name is Yosuke Nanamori. I'm a 27-year-old in my 5th year of working. My hobby is gaming, and when I'm done with work, I go home and I play games with my online friends. Hey Sayuki, which quest do you want to go on next?
Well then, let's go for the scorpion in the old castle in the desert.
Got it. Then I'll make sure I bring extra potions for this one.
Aw, that's so thoughtful. This is why you're my husband.
I never said anything about giving you any, though.
You're so mean. But even though you say that, if I'm stuck in a pinch, then you'll save me, won't you?
Well, as I'm sure you can all tell, I would probably end up saving her.
I love how nice you are like that, my sweet husband.
Do you guys think this voice is AI?
You don't have to call me your husband every time.
What? But we are married, so why not?
The voice is pretty
good.
good.
You're not wrong, but it's a little embarrassing.
What? But I want everybody to know it.
All the guys in our guild, it's a girl. Glad they were in it.
So we have like, you know.
We both already know each other. Well then, this is my fiance next week.
That's a huge first step. We had all kinds of misunderstandings, but I have a good feeling that we'll be able to take those steps together.
So there you go. I think they just do a bunch of, because then the story's done. So they just do a bunch of one-shot stories, and they do one every single freaking day. These are getting hundreds of thousands of views because people are just like, yeah, let me check out the next story. It's crazy. You could do this with old stuff, absolutely. Cadence says, no, this is people. I can tell I used to be an abridger. That's a real girl with a bad mic. So this is another thing that's part of my... This is another part of my plan. And it's something that a lot of people don't understand about my plan. It's one thing that, someone like Larry doesn't like about my plan is because his plan is to go into shops and dominate there. And I think that's freaking fantastic. I have a different plan. And it goes to what Student of God said. You could do this with old stuff. Right now, a big thing for me right now is to create a bunch of series. I want one ongoing series. Unfortunately, I have two, but My Sexy Witch Academia, I was just having too much fun with it, so I just kept doing it. But it's only going to be like 3 or 4 volumes. But we had... But I have like Super Plumber Sisters, limited series. Peppermint Reload, limited series. Super Plumber Sisters, limited series. Did I say Bullet Assassin? If I did, I'm saying again, Bullet Assassin, limited series. My Life is RPG, limited series. I have all of these like limited series that I want to do. And the reason why is, one, now I have a bunch of one-shot graphic novels I can easily sell because someone can just buy it, enjoy it, and they don't have to commit to the series. But then 2, I could do stuff like this, where I could do like, let's say I broke up every chapter of Super Plumber Sisters because they're 40 pages. Let's say I broke them up into 10 or 20 pages. I could literally have like 8 to 12 episodes of the Super Plumber Sisters like this, like what you guys just saw. Like that would be really cool. And I could do the same thing with like Bold Assassin. And so now I've created new ways for people to experience my work. And then maybe they look down below and it's like, did you like this story? At the end of each video, I could be like, hey, are you liking this book? Read the full thing right here. You can either buy the digital book or you can buy the physical book. New ways. Tyler, go to my channel and watch the Common America one. Let me know if that style would work. Okay. Mrs. H, can you tweet me your channel? All right, sorry, can you DM me your channel? Can I just make people read the text on the video? Oh, yeah. Tyler, do I need to have voices? My biggest thing, one thing that I struggle with the whole with doing Eliana is that this is such a long series. I'm like, I want the person who I'm doing the voice to be like they're ready to do like commit to like 8 to 10 years of doing this. So that's like the only reason why I had like, honestly guys, I'll probably just get my wife to do it. At least Eliana. But like for these shorter ones, dude, if anyone wants to do them, I'll hit you up. That will grow your channel for sure. Well, I'm trying to grow a different channel. I think Drawn Talk is kind of dead right now. So I have another channel that I'm gonna do. That I'm gonna try and grow. And not like, and here's the thing, it's just gonna be a place where I put like these comics. Because here's the thing. YouTube, like when you have a channel, the most important word when it comes to your YouTube channel is expectation. What is the expectation that the subscriber has on the content that you're going to make? Because I've pivoted so many times, basically I have burned all the trust I have had on all my subscribers, like 90% of my subscribers, because it's like, is he doing drama videos? Is he doing anime reviews? Is he doing live streams? So it's like, so at this point, I'm like, Drawn Talk is just going to be like my channel where I go live and I connect. It's a place where like I can build all these other channels and go, hey, do you want the live show? Come over here. This is like the hub of what I do. Jose says, have you checked out Natyrix? I have not, so now I'm going to. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. If Zelda wasn't for kids, a million.
Want your video to stand out?
Motion array.
That we've been dreaming of lies beyond the clouds, beyond the fears, beyond the rain, and the
Okay, I dig this, by the way. She makes super entertaining art videos, makes boring stuff fun and engaging. What is this? What? Wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on. Where's this piece of art? Okay. The heck? Hold on, guys.
Don't cry, I'll be back tomorrow when you wake up. Don't cry.
Okay, but like, talk about transition.
Monsters away.
Hold on, Jose. Like, does she do this every time? I'm so intrigued now. That went from like an animation music video to then a time lapse. What the heck?
What?
Did you close the campaign out already? Yeah, we did. What is this? It's a 20-minute video, so we're not gonna watch. So she has like some animation stuff.
Oh.
What's happening?
Well,
And then she has time
This
lapses.
one, I like to think, is one of the most valuable assets on the field. They have a unique constitution.
Early complexity. I think
It's home in Emma's paint, but I can.
Wow, this is like the
Some
most
amount of
creative
support.
art
I mean,
channel I've ever freaking seen. Subscribe. What the heck? Another another channel that I've been liking is, sorry, not this. It's Meat Canyon. Like I've been enjoying like this kind of stuff. Like this is mostly like, cause you have like pop culture. It, like this guy does like pop culture type videos, but then he also has like original stuff like Melvin's Macabre. Like that's an original series of his with his like own characters. But then you have stuff like Andrew Tate, like Sneeko. Like you'd have to like understand like the cultural like zeitgeist of what's going on. Like here's like XQC. Hey, we'll do this one for Ichthus, Sam Solik.
Now I still have a couple weeks left in the cut, so this is gonna get a
Like if
whole lot
you've seen Sam Solik's videos, like this makes sense.
Oh my god, look at that! Oh no way, this is freaky.
Ichthus says, "I love Meat Canyon, dude." Ichthus, you and I like the same things, man.
Did you need to use this machine? If you caught me looking at you, I'm sorry. I certainly didn't mean any disrespect by it.
Hey, you want to get big, kid?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's a good burn.
Oh god, it hurts!
No, that's good. It's supposed to.
What's happening to me?
And it's always like crazy stuff. But yeah, like we need more of this kind of stuff in indie comics, honestly. We need more of this kind of stuff in like indie comics. All right, this is Mrs. H's. Mrs. H, do I have permission to share this? If I have permission, let me know, and I'll share this. Favorite meat canyon of mine is Logan Paul stealing your wallet. I like that one, dude. I like this like recent one with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I thought that was funny. Yeah, we closed out the campaign My Sketchbook. I will I'll let people know like when you can, like if you missed it, if you want, you can just get it on my online store. Sure, it's all public. All right, guys, fair game. Here we go. This is Mrs. H. All right, guys, Mrs. H did this. This is your voice?
ゲメちゃん、私たちは本当におじめしているわけではありません。ハロウィンの楽しい小さなゲームです。それに、お化けが出ても画面コプスなら仕方ない。ダンディマン、ダンディマン、ダンディマン、ダンディマン、ダンディマン。はい、カレー先輩は正しいです。彼らがすでに店でキャンディー券を売り始めているので
Wait, did you do the boy too? Okay, so like this is the okay, there we go. There's credits. Oh, I remember you did this one. Hold on, go back. This is my book. Gosh dang it.
I've been on this space for the last 3 years.
This is my book, guys. This is my sci-fi book.
Every day I wake up at 8 a.m. and exercise.
There's too much freaking narration. This is
Afterward,
bad writing on my part.
I then enjoy free time watching TV shows about how to be full of peace and love. I then send my daily log to the other 50 bases that are out there. My name is Camille Anderson. I'm the operator for Base 19, and I've never been in contact with another human being.
There we go. Look at that promo. Yeah. I like this one. This was really good. Yeah, like this is the kind of stuff that we need more of, like short comics to promote. I love it. Like this is cool. And I think I'm just looking at this person like this is sick, man. But yeah, like we need more like fun kind of stuff. I don't know. Like Jose said right there, like Meat Canyon and JD Animations are top tier of animation YouTube. It's a great community too. I think that's one thing that I think is like sad is that with indie comics is I don't know if I can honestly say that the community as a whole is great. Like I think there's pockets of it. Like guys, if you guys are here, if you guys are watching Draw and Talk, you're freaking amazing. Like you guys are the best. Oh no, Jose, are you still? If you're still here listening, like, do you think that we could say that indie comics has just as positive of a community as like Meat Canyon and Jaden Animations? Like, could we say that? Like, I don't know. I don't know if we could say that. I just think I think it's because we're taking everything so seriously. I honestly think we need more fun. Wow, we need more fun in what we're doing. Press X to doubt. There you go. I ran my voice through a filter to lower the pitch. Bit Japanese male voices are spoken more slurred than female voices, which tend to be crisp, so I had to do that. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, guys, it's late. It is late. So this is what we're gonna do. By the way, this is how we're gonna end it. I think this is a great stream. We all got to talk. We all got to like learn about various things. I think we all could come up with ideas. I'm grateful that I was able to kind of maybe like voice my concerns, and like we could just like I could also like show you guys like, hey, this is my plan. This is something that I want to do. This is what I'm working toward. This is something that I'm building. Like if 2024 for me is like, can I complete some of these series? Like by the end of the year, I want Bold Assassin finished. I want Super Plumber Sisters finished. You know, and I want to get some of this stuff rolling. Real quick. Okay, let's see. This is what I'm considering doing with my Growth the Megafist videos. Hossman's Lounge. Depends on which side of it you go up to. I was just on a stream with Diabolical Souls Presents praising an excellent show. See, like, look, that's positive. So this is what I was thinking. Maybe instead of doing like with the voiceovers and you're actually acting the comic, instead you recap something like this. And like the goal of the recap is you don't read the panels. You just say like, then this happened and then this happened and then this happened. And so the person's still getting the story as if they were reading a Wikipedia page. And if they find it interesting, maybe they want to get like the actual details and read the book.
An unbothered life, and you suddenly receive a notice that what is awaiting you 8 years into the future is utter destruction. This is the reality of Hirasawa Kazuki.
It's like,
she is a real human being that he must save. Failure is not an option for him. He plans to carry out his mission that night. The sun has set and the sky is taken over by a blanket of stars. It's time for Hirasawa to carry out his mission. With the help of Norman, he takes Clara to her daughter Colette. He tells them that they only have two options. One is to die, and the other is to leave the place and sever ties with anyone they've ever known. It is interesting to see that Hirasawa is...
Yeah, there we go. Jose says that's cool too. I get into a lot of manhwa because of the shorts. So like what I could do is I could basically like with Girl with the Mecha Fist, I could recap every chapter. So like let's pull up this real quick. So I could be like, oh my gosh, come on. Eliana opens her eyes and sees that Eliana is in a rough terrain. She hears the voice of her father saying, Eliana, Eliana, Eliana. We are taken back to a flashback where Eliana is learning to use her powers. Her father is teaching her, blah, 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 blah. The Eliana and Dante and Angel, as children, are not understanding these concepts. This frustrates Eliana's father to the point where he brings in Daya. Daya is the trainer of the Almighty. And so you're still like, you're being told the story, but you're not actually reading the story. But you're just getting various like glimpses of what the story is about. And then if you're interested, you can either just keep reading you can keep watching the recaps. Like it's basically like just like a video audio version of reading a Wikipedia page. I by the way, guys, I really liked this flashback sequence where we had Dissidian. He's really upset, and then Eliana's hand grabs his, and he says Eliana, and then right here she says, I'm ready to go out. She's still young. She says, I'm ready to go out. Then she gets a little bit older. I'm ready to learn today. And then I'm ready to train today. And then, it's her in present day. She says, I'm ready to fight. And we see just how different. We see how young Dissidian is right here. And then we see like the toll that he's had over these years training Eliana. I always enjoyed that, doing that sequence. I love freaking making comics, man. Making comics are so freaking cool. Making comics is so freaking cool, and they're so freaking fun. And I don't get why everyone's so intense. I don't get. Actually, I do understand everyone feels like they have to fight. People think that the indie scene is like Game of Thrones, and because they think it's like Game of Thrones, they have to fight. People think it's like the WWE, therefore they have to be fighting in drama. Guys, it doesn't have to be like the WWE. It might feel like it, but it doesn't have to be like that. And I think if more people stop having, I don't know. I just think if people stop having that mindset and start, chilling and having fun, I think we'd actually see more positive stuff in me. I think we'd see more positive stuff. And in fact, I think if we were all having more fun, I actually think that we'd get more customers because they would see how fun we're all having. Like if I saw all the drama that was, if I was trying to get into indie comics and I was exposed to some of the drama and hit pieces and like the gay ops that people were doing, I'd probably go, yeah, like fuck this community. Like I'm getting out. There's no way that I want to participate. In contrast, I didn't know anything about comedy or comedians or podcasts like 7 years ago. I listened to Joe Rogan. And then I got introduced to Bill Burr that way, and then I started getting into Bill Burr, and then Bill Burr was the guest on someone else's podcast, another comedian's podcast. I go, oh, that's kind of cool, and I started listening to this comedian, and then I would start learning more about the comedy community. And like it was just so positive, and it was such a good time. And I was like, yeah. Now I listen to all these different comedy podcasts and all these different comedians and follow them. And I'm like, this is a really fun community to be part of. And with indie comics, like you don't know who's fighting who. You don't know why someone freaking hates someone. If they do, it's probably like for like a super gay reason, and it's just not as welcoming. It's just not as welcoming. I was talking to Fatal J, and he was like, yeah, I was in this community, and then they had an infight, and so then it split into two groups, and then one of those groups had another infight. And it's just I don't get what makes the pop cult, like the comic culture, be like this. I don't know why. And as someone who's participated in it before, and now wanting to step out of it and go, okay, like how do I do something different? That's kind of like the thing I'm trying to figure out is how do I do something different? And I'm not seeing an example of it on a positive side when it comes to YouTube, when it comes to indie comics. So I'm trying to find what other people are doing. Like, okay, can indie comics do stuff that the comedians are doing? Can we take from that? What about the animation community? Can we take some elements from that? Manga community, can we take some elements from that? I'm just trying to figure out, like, looking at all these other communities that have a lot of positive aspects, and what can I take from that, and can we bring those good things into the indie scene? Hostman's Lounge. Ethan's review of BBR on Trashcast brought on some new backers for the comic. BBR? I don't know what BBR is. Indie comics lore is overwhelming and hard to keep up. It is. It's a damn shame too. I found a lot of people to be quite welcoming when I first arrived. It was more peaceful when it was just about having fun and telling entertaining stories. I agree. Oh, Battle Brick Road. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure, like, yeah. I mean, it's Eric Weathers. Like, Eric Weathers is really big in that community, so, like, he's gonna get backers. But even then, like, EVS is going to do his own thing. If you want to follow that, it's cool. I think there's a better, I personally think that there is a better way, and I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Is there a more positive place to be creative and to grow an indie comic community? Or maybe it isn't, and maybe it's just every man for themselves. And maybe I'm being stupid and thinking that we can all get along. And maybe I am stupid and naive in thinking that we can all like get together and do something cool. So really, I don't know, maybe the best thing for me to do is to just be selfish and grow, do this show And the extent of my quote unquote collaboration is like saying, hey, this is my idea, or hey, this is what I'm doing. And then go, now good luck. You can figure that out. I don't know. It would just be, I don't know. Poor Jamal, I would hate to have any success thanks to Ethan. He acts like everyone who even remotely benefited from his existence owes him for life. I'm not going to deny that. All right, guys. Hey, well, real quick, and then we're going to end. Let's end this right now. It's late. Just do your own thing. Surround yourself with people you like no matter where they come from. I hang out with people who can't stand EVS on a regular basis. So here's the thing. I thought that people could do that. I thought that you could hang around with people who have disagreements with how you run things. Apparently that's not the case. So yeah, I'm kind of in this like weird, like, I don't know, kind of want to just be alone currently. I've got like, you know, I've got a good group of people that I surround myself with. We have a good chat here. Yeah, it's just fucking lonely sometimes. All right. Guys, we conquered this campaign. 518 backers, 36% digital, 64% physical. Super Plumber Sisters 1 and 2. I just need to hit up Erwin and be like, yo, where are we on the pages? I know he's on the I know he's doing the final 20 pages right now. And he already showed me some of them, so I know he's farther along. He just does this thing where like he ghosts me for several weeks, and then I go, oh, I think he's dead. And then he'll then be like, oh, here it is, it's done. And I'll be like, oh shit. And he goes, I'm ready for the next one. And I'm like, I'm not ready. I don't have the next one ready because I was waiting for you to get this to me and I thought you were dead. So luckily I've been working with Erwin for the last 2 years. I understand how he works. It's frustrating and I've told him this, but I also understand it because literally it's how he is. You tell him to draw something, he ghosts you, and you're like, crap, I think he's dead. And then weeks later he's like, here it is, I'm finished. All of the pages. So he's not like here's the page done, here's the page done. He's like, here they all are. You're welcome. Caden Sketch, dude, congrats on your 5-figure campaign. Thank you so much, Jose Garcia. Congrats. Thank you guys so much. So much. I'm very proud of this campaign. Next up, the next one that we have coming up, let's see if I can pull it up. The next campaign that we have coming up is My Sexy Witch Academia 1 and 2. Hey, Neostar, there you are. Right frickin' there. Right frickin' there. We're still building this out, but here's some of the covers. I am taking this cover out. I don't like it. And I am switching it out for a different cover. I think we'll turn this into a print. It just looks a little too childish for me, and I don't like that. But yeah, this will be our next campaign. Once Kickstarter is nice to me and lets me freaking do it, I'm telling you, I'm so mad at Kickstarter right now because they're like, you are not a good standing creator. Here is the link to know the rules, to know that if you are a good standing creator. I read the rules. To be in good standing creator, you need to have fulfilled at least 4 campaigns. I've done 10. And then if you are in a good standing creator, you can have up to 6 projects unfulfilled. But you can still launch a project, and once you hit the 6, it's like, okay, stop it. You can't launch anymore. And so I go, and I'm only at 3. So I tell them, I'm like, hey, I've done 10. So check, I'm in good standing. I only have 4. So check, I should be able to do 1 more. Oh, and out of those 4, I'm fulfilling 1 of them next week. So I'll be down to 3. So what's going on? Because you have tons of other creators who have 4 campaigns live right now, and that is breaking the rules. Apparently you're not allowed to have a bunch of simultaneous campaigns live. So I'm like, okay, this is unfair, And I messaged Kickstarter. I was like, yo, I'm seeing creators who have like 4 or 5 campaigns that are live right now, and you're not letting me do one because you say I'm not in good standing, but I am, according to your rules. And they're like, and they're like, please, and they're like, you can appeal our decision by following this link. And I'm like, oh, I will punch you guys in the neck. It's frustrating. I did the survey and they immediately okayed my campaign. Instant, their feedback survey. No, they're trying to get me on some BS because they said I can't run. Because I mean I don't even want to hit the launch button on my Sexy Witch. I just wanted to get the pre-launch button going. And they said, you can't have a pre-launch campaign going while you have Super Plumber Sisters. And I'm like, yeah, but it's on a different account. And they go, yeah, we know about all. They were like, yeah, we know all about your different accounts. And you can only have one live comic going at the same time with all of your accounts. I'm like, okay, then how come so-and-so has 5 accounts and has 5 Kickstarters running? Huh? You invite those creators to your booth, but... And you know about my account, so you clearly know about theirs. They have 5 accounts, and they're running 5 simultaneous Kickstarters. How come I can't do it? It just pissed me off. Whew. Uh-oh, how did they know? Did someone squeal? I mean, they can just look it up. I mean, no offense, but, like, I'm stupid. My name is on all of them. So, yeah, I don't know. They probably looked at some of the updates, because some of my updates, I'd be like, hey, Sexy Witch, number 1 fulfilled. By the way, I have Super Plumber Sisters 2 going on, and then those are on different accounts, so yeah. Hip hip hooray for level 3 Tyler. Are we a level 3? Let's see. Let's look at the thing. We're level 3. We're level 3, baby. We made it, man. I'm not level 2 anymore. I'm level 3. Once you hit like level 4, do you stay at level 4, or is your level the on average what you do? Comics espionage, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Oh, man. All right. They can't take it away from you, man. Does that mean I'm level 4 because I've done one 20K campaign? So does that mean I'm technically level 4? Because I did one 20K campaign? Mrs. H, I'm off to bed now. Thanks for being awesome, guys. No, Mrs. H, thank you for being awesome. Yeah, do I get to be level 4? Because I did one 20K campaign? Is that how it works? Do you get you're just whatever the highest campaign you've ever done, that's what level you are? By the way, guys, like, this is a huge range. Like, this right here, like, it goes like 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000, 20 to 90,000. Like, that's such a huge range. And I guess it makes sense because if you were to go 20 to 30K, 30 to 40, like, there's just not enough numbers right here to justify that. So, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, 100 to 1 million. Like, only 306 people have ever done it. And then 1 million, only 5. Only 5. Neostar, the brilliant star that shines through the night, the magic word that dispels trouble, Riser Man. I mean, Mr. Cruz is here to teach you. Kaden, I'm gonna try to skip level 1 and 2 if I can. Oh, there you go. There you go. I think you have a really good campaign. I think you have a really strong comic. So if it were to happen that you skipped levels 1 and 2, guys, this is a ball joke, by the way. Like, this is like levels is so gay. If you were able to skip the levels 1 and 2, I'd believe it. You have a really solid character, and the art looks great. But also, let's say you are in level 1 or level 2. It doesn't matter. I think that's a win, especially for a first campaign. I think that's a win. My first campaign was, I think, let's see, what was my first campaign? My first campaign I did was $1,700, 54 backers. So yeah, I won't be disappointed. Also, a lot of really successful people all have weaker first. I mean, that's part of it. It's part of growing. Like your first campaign, then you just keep growing along the way. That's what's most important. That's what's most important. All right, guys, I am tired, and I'm losing my voice. So, all right, tomorrow? No stream. It's Chinese New Year's. I'm going to be getting Cthulhu Murders sent to the printer on Wednesday. And then we're going to be working. And then I've got to work on Bullet Assassin and get that freaking finished in the next couple weeks so that I can get that sent out to the printers by the end of February. And then I'm still working hard on Girl with the Mega Fist, Volume 4. It pisses me off that book is late. I will not be launching Volume 5 unless the book is 100% complete. That is the rule for that. So, all right, guys. Let's put on some music. Let's do this one's called 25. I don't know what it is, but let's put it on. Whoa. Some good outro music.
What up, say? Let me just talk one time. Whoa.
Okay.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks.
Okay. This is a great outro song.
That's a goddamn flex. Sign that check.
This is too cool.
That I've been up next.
Peace out.
Take calls, but I send that text from way downtown, but the shit's still wet. Yeah, that's a guarantee. King of the city, man, they knowing that it's me. Hey, damn, you're still doing it with ease, cause it ain't that hard when I'm talking about me. Me and my funds, told them I get what I want. I need my money up front. I do not do this for fun. So I've been here my whole life, I ain't seen them here once. Told them I ain't playing, they don't wanna get hurt, dog. It's about time, I done show them how it works, dog. Seen them in the shit, but now they all worse off. I ain't in a race if I ain't coming first, dog. Took them step back if they ain't in the game now. It was moving slow, so I had to find a pace now. All they trying to talk, not the time or the place now. Coming for the pot, and I got a pocket ace now. Ooh. Sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text from way downtown, but the shit's still wet.